Well, they both worked. We're going to have a competition between them to see which is closer because they're both in a circle probably. I'm going to be recording my practice round for a tournament I'm about to play here on Saturday. This is my local course, Gunn, Kansas. Just basically going to be recording some shots. Starting out today on hole 2. This is a 270-foot par 3 basket straight down there through the trees. I'm going to try a flip up shot with my Buzz SS. I got kind of a right to left wind right now. Maybe it'll help kind of hold it straight. This could go over the road to the right if I don't give enough eyes to it, though. We'll see. So I clipped a branch. That's still going to be a putt. Not a bad shot. I'll take that every time. That's going to give me like a 20-foot putt for a birdie. Try something a little stabler, a little less hyzer. So that basically went straight all the way to the ground. Anything else in here I can throw? Try a really overstable fairway. This is a Champion Eagle, clear one. This thing's beefy for an Eagle. Okay, so I threw that a little too high, but it looks like I'm gonna get lucky, and I'm gonna be parked. So we'll get down there and do some putts. So there's the Buzz SS I threw on the flip up line. It's not very far. It's about an 18-foot putt. That Eagle wasn't parked. It's a little closer though. It's probably a 15-footer. And then I got a 20 to 25-footer from that M1 over there. So let's go ahead. I'll put you right here. See if we can't make some putts. Start out with my first shot, this Buzz SS. Of course, typical me, I haven't thrown a single putt today, so this might not go in. We'll see. I'm confident though. That's what I need to be going into Saturday anyways. They're all going in. Just put it in. Well, that's about as close to being in the basket as you can be without actually being in the basket. Right off the band, dead center. There we go. Cash that one. There's a par and a birdie. Let's see if we can make 2 birds. And my farthest putt, kind of a 3. And we can. That's good. No practice putting. I'll take a 20. That's probably about a 25-footer now that I walked over there. 25-footers are going in. It's going to be a good day. Alrighty, this is hole 3. It's a 415, 420-foot par 3. The basket, there's a fork in the trees over there. A little opening clear out. The basket sits about 40 feet back in there to the left. I'm not quite warmed up yet. I don't really want to wrench on my arm too much. I'm going to throw a couple of my flippy destroyers and see if I can hyzer flip something straight at the gap and get a look. I honestly don't know if I'm going to get in the gap. We got kind of a crossing head tailwind too.
What?
So these might just turn and burn.
Bro, what
Definitely
are you
can't
talking
throw them
about,
very
man?
hard. Okay, so I gave that the height. That's not going to flex out enough though. That's a good spot to be for a par anyways. That was the flippier one out of the 2. This is a Pro Destroyer. That one I just threw as an Echo Star, but it's older. This Pro Destroyer should have more of a flip turn and fade a little bit more at the end. It's not quite as old. Yeah, that's what I want to see right there. I think that's short. Yeah, it's a little short, but we'll have a putt from there. Let's throw one more. Let's throw something stable. Let's throw the Star Wraith. and just kind of punch one at it. Well, I punched it, but I think I punched it too much. That would be a par putt, or I should say that would be an upshot for a par from there. So the Green Wraith and the Green Destroyer over there, they've got nice little approaches to the basket. It's back in these trees right here. And then here's that yellow one I threw. Yeah, it was short. I didn't quite give her enough juice. This is closest to the basket, but it's probably the hardest upshot. So we're going to play it since we're practicing for a tournament. There's definitely a good chance I end up right here. Maybe even a little more ground play than I wanted, but that should be a par. Got a little tap ski. Yep. Okay, this is hole number 4. 275 feet. The basket's at the top of this hill. I might be able to point it out on the video, but you can't really see it too well. Just the top of it. The play here for somebody like me who doesn't throw forehands really too much would be a big turnover around all these trees and kind of have it pan out and land by the basket. Or you just pick one of these gaps up here on the right with like a flat to hyzer release and just punch it straight through. I like the turnover, but if you turn your disc over too much, you could cut roll all the way back down that hill, maybe even go OB. And the straight shot's got the danger that all straight shots do is you yank it right, but probably still get up and down for a par. Or you give it too much hyzer and you end up on the hill over here, probably still get up and down for a par. So I'll probably play the hyzer shot and if I was doing it in the tournament. Oh my God, I did it too. That is absolutely what I wanted to do. That should be at least, I mean, I'm not going to say it's par because I really don't know. You can't see. That's probably 30 feet or closer. Oh, well, they both worked. We're going to have a competition between them to see which is closer because they're both in the circle probably. So I think we're going to play the straight shot and just hope to not hit a tree. Here's the turnover, about 25-foot putt. But my yellow one over there is probably at most 8 to 10 feet away, if that. I've got a tree root right where my back foot wants to plant. That sucks. Okay, that was just left. Let's try one more. That was good height, good spin, but I missed left. Well, that one would have been a par, I guess. Definitely can't expect to be this close every time, though. So I need to work on my putting coming up to this week. I need to be cashing those 25 footers like that. We're throwing a couple shots each hole. We'll call that 2 under. We are on to hole number 5. I believe this is about 260, 270. Baskets down here to the left across the road. It's kind of like on like a little island with a little creek behind it that doesn't usually play OB, but the road does around the 2 sides. A lot of people like to play like a flip up and just float down there. There's a lot of safe patch on the left. I like to play the hyzer and just kind of punch something and let it skip left. Because this side of the road usually plays in mounds too. So as long as I'm not in the road, it should be good. We're going to play the skip, and then we'll try something straight just to do both, see what feels better for right now. And so if you pull your shot like that, you're probably OB long. Yeah. So probably shouldn't throw it that hard. Let's try mid. Kind of hard to power down on a fairway and get it to go straight that far. We'll try a little flip up with the Buzz SS straight at the basket on this right side. Okay, so that's going to be safe. but it's way too far, and it did not turn. This Fierce is pretty beat in. It should flip easy. Oh yeah, I like that. That's getting that little drift. Slide off the road. That's parked. That's what we like to see. Buzz was basically a guaranteed par. Chance for a throw in. We're going to call that out of bounds eagle shot. We're going to call that a bogey. I'd have had a chance to make a putt from the other side of the road over there, but I'm not too worried about that right now. We're just going to putt this Fierce that I threw last. Get the birdie. Could chalk that up. Birdie, bogey, and a par. We'll chalk this hole up to a par. I'm going to throw my Faro on this one. I don't have a lot of shots of me throwing from this angle on the camera, so we're going to do that just to see what my form's looking like before the tournament. This is about a 370 foot par 3. It's a gap shot, straight ahead. You just got to try to get there. Left it a little short, but all things considered, not that bad. Try one more. Throw the Star Wraith at it. That one should be parked. Yeah, it didn't quite fade back at the end. Still a good shot though. So here's that Faro, about a 28 footer. And then the Wraith's about a 15 to 20 footer over there, pin high to the right. Let's try to cash this putt. Alrighty, here's the Wraith. Hopefully you can see me on the camera. At least I got one of the birdies. Alrighty, hole number 7. 285 foot, wide open shot, hyzer, but very much uphill. It's probably 30 to 40 feet of elevation, my easier shot. It flipped. Might have flipped a little much as long as it finishes. Yeah, see, I was deep as crap there, but that's okay. Let's throw my FD1 and try to throw it more directly at it because it's going to flip too. See if I can get closer with it. You see that flip to flat? Okay, so that was, it skipped right next to the pin. Went a little past. That was a beautiful shot. Somehow, the Wraith looks significantly farther away than the white one. Only slightly farther out. I thought I left that too short, but I did not. Oh, 1 out of 2. Definitely need to focus on putting the next couple days. This is hole number 8, and it's playing in the long, which is 290 feet. This is a hyzer forehand or a backhand turnover. This plays even more uphill than the last one, so I'm going to throw a driver again. One of my flippy destroyers and just try to not even S-turn, just kind of any my way to the basket. I might even put it on a little bit of hyzer and let it flip itself and ride right. We'll see what happens. So I put that too low. That's the shot shape I wanted. Just too low. Let's try a passion. Something I can throw a little higher and a little harder, and it won't burn. Flex out of it. Not quite. It's short, but at least I got to look at it. jump putt, little baby flex. Putter's just too stable. I just went ahead and tapped those last two in for a couple pars. We are at 4 under now, I believe. This is hole number 9, 330 foot par 3. The basket's over here on the left. There's a tree branch that stops you from throwing a straight shot at it. And there's not much room for the hyzer. It's kind of a little bit of a baby flex. Some people are going to want to throw a forehand. I don't got that in my game, so I'm not going to do that. I'd prefer backhand turnovers whenever I can. I'm more of an Isaac Robinson, James Conrad style player. You really got to put me in a predicament to throw a forehand. But anyway, I'm just going to take my Prodigy M1, try to put on a little bit of Annie, rip it pretty solid to get it there. And hopefully we get in the circle for a putt. A little bit of a right to left wind that might actually push it a little bit. We'll see though. Okay, so I pulled the shit out of that. Or the crap out of that. That's way too much Annie. You don't want that much. Much Annie. When I said baby Annie, I was like 12 degrees of Anheuser. I was one like 3 or 4. But anyway, let's try the opposite approach now. We'll try the Buzz SS on more of a hyzer flip, gliding down there. Okay, so didn't quite get all the turn I wanted it to. I threw it extremely hard though. It definitely had the distance. It might be deep. Try my PA3 that I throw. This is just a base plastic one. Usually it flips, but it doesn't turn too hard to the right. So I don't need a lot of hyzer here. Yeah, see, I didn't get enough hyzer on that. It's just gonna dead straight. Let's try one more PA3. We'll just throw one of my putting putters. Try to correct. That was flat. Let's try to get some Annie. And I put too much on it. Okay. That's my miss for the day, apparently. It's too much Anheuser. We're approaching the M4, my bad, M1 over here somewhere that I yoinked. It's not quite as far right as I felt like it was. I'm probably going to tap these out and end the video for now because my camera is well, actually, it's not my camera. My camera has battery. My mic's about to die. And I don't know if you want to necessarily watch a video with no good audio. I might put a couple shots in just because, but probably not going to record the rest of the round. Let's go ahead and tap these in. Got a whole tray on my way for a jump putt. This is just a layup at this point. What else can you do? Just kind of flick it up there and lay it up. Little nose up floater action. That'll be a par. We'll do that for the other two. But anyway, thank you for watching the video. I feel like there's some good shots. Not bad. 9-hole round. I might do a little update after I finish the back 9, let you know how that went. Could go terrible, it could go better, we'll see. Thanks for watching though. Peace.